welcome to today's maths lesson. Okay, today we is a lovely Monday, of course. Let me just share my screen. Okay, today we're continuing our journey of decimals, fractions, and percentages. Okay, just to begin with, we're going to have a recap. So please have a go at the questions on the screen. If you want to challenge yourself, even write the time in the corner here. What do you think the time is on the clock? But have a go at the questions on the screen. Pause the video, have a go. When you come back, I'll reveal the answers. Okay, brilliant. So let me reveal the answers for you here. 0.3, 3.6. Remember, they're moving to the right. We've got our coordinates along the corridor and up the stairs or down the stairs. And then we've got multiply 38 by 6. So hopefully you've got those answers correct. Okay, let's move on. So, can I identify equivalent decimals, fractions, and percentages? So can we remember previous step success when converting percentages, decimals, and fractions? So here we've got 56%. Remember, percent means out of 100, per 100. So we've got 56 out of 100. Remember, when we're writing our decimals, if we were going into the hundredths column, okay, we'd have 5 in the tenths and the 6 in the hundredths, so 0.56. Knowing that, could you have a go at this row? We've got 97%, so what would that be out of 100? Pause the video and have a go at this row. Okay, excellent. So we know that percent is per 100, so we've got 97 out of the 100, okay? We've got 97 out of 100, we've got 97%, okay? And we know from our previous learning, okay, and the question above, it would be 0.97. Okay, we've been given 0.33. What would that be as a percentage? Pause the video and have a go. Okay, so we know 0.3 is in the hundredths column. Okay, we know percent is per 100, so it'd be 33%. Okay, and because it's per 100, we've got 33 out of 100. Okay, so today it's asking me convert 9% into a fraction and a decimal. Okay, so remember that our percent is per 100, isn't it? So we want our denominator to be 100. So 9% equals 9 out of 100. Okay, so if it's 9 out of 100, okay, what does that look like as a decimal? Remember, we've got no tenths there because we've got our 9. Okay, nothing's going to be in the tenths column, so it would be 0.09. Remember, once we go past the 9, that's when we start using that tenths column. So let's have a look at that again. 9% is 9 out of 100. Okay, so when we are converting our percentages into fractions, remember, you always want that denominator to be 100. That's going to come in handy later. So let's have a look at this one. It says convert 0.3 into a fraction and a percentage. So what I want you to do first, okay, is write 0.3 out onto your page. Okay, write 0.3 out onto your page. Okay, so just like that. 0.3. Okay, what do you think that is as a percentage? 0.3 as a percentage. Okay, if you want to help yourself in the hundredths column, just simply put a 0. What would that be as a percentage? 0.3. Pause the video. And as a fraction. Pause the video, have a go. Okay, I'm going to reveal. So we can see the 3 is in the tenths column. And so the fraction would be 3 over 10, okay, because it's in the tenths column. However, what did I say before? We always want our denominator to be 100. So what would I do to the 10? What would I do to the 10 to make 100? What would I multiply 10 by to make sure that denominator is 100? I'm going to multiply the 10 by 10, and that equals 100. And whatever we do to the bottom, we do to the top. So now I'm going to multiply my numerator by 10, okay, giving me a new fraction of 30 over 100. And we know that 30 over 100 equals 30%. So what I'm going to show you now, okay, is just so we can practice, all right? If you see, for example, I'm going to put a fraction here for you. 4 over 10. okay, you've got 4 over 10. And I would like you to turn that into a percentage, okay? So what we need to do first is make sure this 10 now becomes 100. We need to make sure our denominator is always 100. So pause the video. What would we multiply our denominator by to make it 100? Okay, excellent. So you should have multiplied the denominator by 10. So if we've multiplied our denominator by 10, what is our next step? Pause the video, have a go. Okay, brilliant. So you should have multiplied the numerator by 10, giving us a new answer of 40 over 100. Now, what is 40 over 100 as a percentage? Excellent. 40 over 100 as a percentage equals 40%. Okay. So remember, when we're converting today, make sure our fraction is out of 100, and then you'll find it much easier to convert. Have a look at this question. It says 3 children were completing some maths work. Put the children in order of who got the most correct. Okay, so we've got 17 out of 20 correct, 84% correct, and 0.8 correct. So what I put here as a top tip is make all the answers the same value so it is easier to compare. So now with this, you can choose what value you want to put them in, okay? Now, I would recommend you put them into percentage because that is one of the steps of success we've just learned. But if you're more confident turning into something else, that is fine, okay? So pause the video, and if you want to follow my advice, pause the video and make sure all 3 are as a percentage first, okay? Okay, excellent. So first of all, let's look at 17 out of 20. How do we turn this, okay, into a percentage? Well, remember our first step. What do we want our denominator to be out of? 100. We want to make sure our denominator is 100. So if you haven't done this yet, what do you multiply 10 by, okay, to get 100? What do I multiply 10 by to get 100? I'm going to multiply 10 by. What do I multiply 20 by to get 100? I'm going to multiply 20 by 5 to get my 100. Okay, we're going to multiply the 20 by 5 to get to the 100. And as we can see here, okay, I also, whatever I do to the bottom, I do to the top. Okay, so I'm going to multiply it by 5. Okay, giving me my new fraction of 85 over 100. Okay, 85 over 100. So 85 over 100, what is that as a percent? Well, percent is per 100, so we've got 85 out of 100, giving us 85%. Okay, so we've got 2 bits of information now. We've got 84 and 85, so we know this one is top at the moment, this one is second. 0.8. Okay, 0.8 as a percentage. Okay, well, if I know 0.8 as a fraction is 8 over 10, okay, 8 over 10, then, okay, if I know it is 8 over 10, I know I need to make this to 100, so I'm going to times this by 10, times this by 10, giving me 80 over 100, okay, and my answer, if it's 80 over 100, is going to be 80%. Okay, so I've got 85, 84, and 80%. Okay, and we've got them as fractions here, and we can turn them all into percentages. So who got the most correct? 85%, then 84, and then we've got 80%. Okay, all in order. If you turn them into fractions, that is absolutely fine. Okay, just going to move on. Bear with me. We just got a technical issue here. Just trying to sort it for everyone. Bear with me. Okay, excellent. That's fixed. Okay, brilliant. So if you pause the video and have a go at silver, okay, remember, rewind the video at any point if you need to follow any steps to success, okay. But looking here, these are 100 squares. So what fraction, decimal, and percentage are shaded. So for example, this one, we can see all the squares are shaded. So it's going to be 100%. What does that look like as a fraction? What does that look like as a decimal? Looking here, we've been given our decimal 0.21. So we've got 21%. What is that as a fraction? What's 21%? Well, it's per 100, so it's out of 100. Pause the video, have a go, and I'm going to reveal the answers when you get back. Okay, excellent. I'm going to reveal the answers of silver. If you would like to pause the video and mark your work, I will now move on to gold. Okay, brilliant. Gold. Have a go at gold. And when you come back, I will reveal the answers. Okay, brilliant. Here are the answers for gold. Good job. Now let's have a look at platinum. Okay, when you come back, I will reveal the answers for platinum. Okay, amazing. Well done, guys. We are so deep into our journey with fractions, decimals, and percentages. Remember, if you've got any questions, please message on Dojo so we can try and address any issues for you. But it seems like you guys are doing great, so keep it up. Good job.